One of your most, or several of your most difficult interviews that you had?
I haven't met him, the great actor, who answered in one word. Yep, nope, maybe, nope, yep, no, he didn't. He really drove me nuts. And then the most disappointing was Phyllis Gates, who was Rock Hudson's wife. A lot of people didn't know that Rock Hudson had a wife because he was gay. And when he died, she agreed to come on, and we made a whole big fuss over it. And boy, Phyllis Gates and Rock Hudson had a wife, and you got to tune in. And she turned out to be a little old lady who married him for a year. They got divorced, no children. And I got answers like, what was Rock like? Nice. Was he good in bed? Yeah, he was nice. Did you have any idea he was gay? No. When you found out he had AIDS, did you call him? No.
Oh my God.
So I look up at the clock, we're on for 3 minutes, and there's nothing left to talk to this lady about. So we wound up talking about movies. What movies he was in, what movies she liked. But it was kind of weird, because she wasn't in touch with him for 40 years. It was like we thought we had the greatest and we had nothing. But that's life, when you do live television, we're always taking a risk. I do television every day now on HULU for Aura.tv. I'm going there now to do shows. I thought I could stop. When I had retired, when Osama bin Laden was killed, I wanted to get up and go somewhere and do a broadcast. Because I've been part of so many major broadcasts, doing Clinton and Gore live from the White House, and the Perot-Gore debate, 9/11. I'll never forget 9/11. I was there 2 weeks right after it. Walked around with the fire commissioner. I've had an incredible career. I pinch myself every day. I still feel like a little Jewish boy from Brooklyn who wonders what he wants to be.
You are.
And I'm going to ask about what guest over those 25 years surprised you the most during the interview?
It was one of the Watergate burglars. Forget which one. The guy who wrote the book about it. What was his name?
Yeah.
No, Holloman wasn't a burglar. Oh my God. I was prepared not to like him. And I liked him for his honesty.
Deep throat?
I said, did you try to kill Jack Anderson, the writer? Yes.
Wow.
I said, well, supposing I thought you were bad and I wanted to kill you. He said, that's fair. I never forgot that. So he surprised me because I wound up liking him. Anyway, I've had a hell of a ride. I have 3 grown children. They're all in Florida. One of them works at the University of Florida. I have a daughter who works with a large horse show. She's very into animals. And I have a son who owns a tennis and golf club. And here I married a girl younger than me. And I have 2 boys, one's 17 and one's 16. They're both baseball players. Very good baseball players. And it's hard I'm 82, and I have children 17 and 16. And my wife is much younger than me. So when people see us together, I know what they're thinking.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
They look at me, they look at her, they look at me, they look at her. And I always say,
You have been noticed for the charitable work over the years. Can you outline our crowd here to just some of them for your charitable work?
I have a Larry King Cardiac Foundation. When I had a heart attack and I had heart surgery, and we were sitting around one day and someone asked how much it cost, and I didn't know because it was fully insured. So I got to thinking about people that weren't insured. So we started the Larry King Cardiac Foundation. We do events every year in New York and Washington and LA. Have a lot of great entertainers, and We fund heart cases for children, people all over the world who can't afford it. Special cases that can only be done here. And our goal is to save a heart a day. And now we're becoming more educational because Obamacare covers a lot of this. And I've helped a lot of heart. I've helped a lot of diabetics. I feel that if you make something in this world, you owe back. And you're supposed to give back. And I believe in giving back.
Can you share with us, are you still hosting the 3 different shows or more than that? Or?
I host a podcast with my wife called Back and Forth with Sean and Larry King. I host Politicking on RT twice a week. And 3 times a week, Larry King Now on Aura and RT. I also do a lot of speaking. I speak all over the world. I've spoken in England, Canada, Lisbon, Moscow, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan. I do a lot of Mexico. I do a lot of speaking. I love speaking because I like getting up in front of an audience. I like telling jokes. I like making fun. I like having a good time. So I'll tell a joke before I go.
Okay.
There's a train goes every night from New York to Chicago. It leaves New York at midnight, gets to Chicago at 10 in the morning. It's an all-sleeper train, all Pullman. So a man checks into his quarters. He's about to go into bed for the train ride to Chicago, and a woman comes in. Now normally Amtrak would not sell a single ticket to a single woman, single man traveling together in a bedroom, but the woman insisted that she had to get to Chicago and she didn't mind. So the woman gets into the lower berth, the man gets into the upper berth, and the train begins its trek to Chicago. After a little while, the man leans forward and he says, "Ma'am, I'm a little chilled. Could I borrow a blanket?" And the woman looks up and says, "You know, we're never going to see each other again after this one night. 9 hours together on the train, you and I, strangers, and we'll never see each other again. Why don't we play man and wife? You and me, man and wife, for tonight." The guy says, "Sure." She says, "Good. Get your own goddamn blanket."